Let's hear what Mr. Yi Wee Tang, the Managing Director of Grab Singapore, has to say about the flexible nature of Grab.
Our flexibility also allow our partners to work with any platform they want, anytime they want, any place they want.
Hey fellow riders, welcome back to another episode of Grab Adventures. So today my topic is actually talking about multi-apping. Ever since I posted the multi-apping video that I did, I think it was episode 42, I have actually received a lot of DMs. Some are saying that, can you give me some tips on how to do multi-apping? Whereas others are under the mistaken thinking that actually multi-apping is not allowed. So today I'm going to break it down for you. So let's start right now. Gig companies rely heavily on technology and on their driver apps to dispatch and to direct services. Apps can sometimes crash, systems can go offline, or they stop working properly after an upgrade. And if it's not working, riders such as myself and yourself, we can't earn money. So this got me thinking, I should not rely on just one delivery platform. So I decided to sign up for another delivery platform to diversify my part-time income stream. Multi-apping is the practice of working for more than one gig company. Rather than taking offers exclusively from GrabFood, Deliveroo, or Foodpanda, one actually decides to work for more than one platform. Now, the important thing to remember is that for all purposes, we are actually independent contractors. We are not employees. We are providing our services for a fee. This was a choice made by gig companies. They chose a business model that would remove employment costs or benefits. They decided not to pay for the right of an employee-employer relationship or the loyalty that is often expected from such relationships. Therefore, this gives us the contractual right to operate as an individual providing a service. I mean, think of it in this way. Any kind of offer from any gig company, right? It's actually a bid for services. As such, we have the right to take the highest bid. In fact, Grab's managing director, Mr. Yi Wee Tang, who was a guest on the Channel News Asia podcast, Heart of the Matter, back in November of last year, clarified that delivery partners have the flexibility to work with any platform at any time that they want to. Let me play the clip for you to take a listen to.
This is a complex issue because we need to look at it in two ways, right? One, whether the workers want to work like employees in the first place, meaning they have to change, number one, from their flexible nature of the work. They have to work fixed hours now, they turn up at certain times when asked, and work exclusively at Grab. Remember, our flexibility also allow our partners to work with any platform they want, anytime they want, any place they want. The majority of gig workers are not here because they are looking for formal work, right? And they are looking for something else. This flexibility is what they're looking for at Grab.
If you want to hear the full podcast, I will provide the link down below in the description box. So after you have watched this video, you can go and check it out. The entire podcast is actually about 29 minutes. If you are a Grab delivery partner, I suggest you download and listen to it after you have finished watching this video as it provides an opportunity for riders to hear what Grab's perspective is all about. This sounds awesome. I'm going to sign up for all the platforms. Hey, hold your horses. Just because multi-apping is legal does not mean you should do it. Here are some things you should consider if multi-apping is something you want to consider doing. Gig companies manage by algorithm, which means that often they will take action based on patterns that the computer picks up. This leads to situations where riders can get suspended, or even worse still, deactivated if they are not careful. A late delivery due to traffic issues or a customer complaint about not receiving the food in time can have real world consequences, which brings me to the next question. Remember, a gig economy company cannot deactivate or suspend an account because the rider works with more than one platform. However, and this is the important thing, they can deactivate riders for providing lousy delivery service. If the way that they work the different platforms leads to them providing late deliveries or poor quality service, that can and will work against you. Riders don't get deactivated for multi-apping. They get deactivated for not living up to their agreement in providing prompt quality service. So how do I do it? After delivering for both GrabFood and Deliveroo for a few months and 1 year respectively, these are the ways I found that multi-apping works effectively for me. Delivering for both platforms, but doing so independently of one another. This is actually my preferred way of working. I will work GrabFood in the morning, hit my incentives, and then move on to Deliveroo in the evening. Deliveroo has set fee boosts, which I can see on the app, and I will plan my working hours accordingly to maximize my earnings with Deliveroo. This is actually the reason why it's my preferred way, as since I have everything already planned out, my hours and schedules and everything. But however, life is not about set schedules. The unexpected can happen. There are also certain periods such as rainy weather, or when there are not enough riders outside, and there is a sudden fee surge or boost. I might be delivering for Deliveroo when there is a sudden fee increase on GrabFood. So of course I want to maximize my earnings. If the delivery is higher on the other platform, then it makes sense for me to switch over. So what I will do, and this is the important thing, you will need to complete, or I will complete whatever outstanding orders that I have currently, which I am handling, and then proceed to close the current app and go online to the other app once I have completed my deliveries to take advantage of the fee boost. And then of course there are also days when orders are non-existent or they are very slow. So on these particular days, right, I will turn on both apps at the same time. Upon accepting a delivery on one app, I will actually log out from the other app until my current delivery is complete. Then I will turn both apps again online to see which order comes to me first. Accepting multiple offers from different platforms at the same time. I highly don't recommend using this method. This is the single method which actually gets a lot of riders banned or suspended. If you accept two deliveries from both GrabFood and Deliveroo, or two different platforms at the same time, either one of the customer is going to have a very bad experience. As one of them will definitely receive their order late. The platform will have a reason to penalize you if there are too many late pickups or drop-offs. GPS location also plays a part, as it will show up on their system that something is wrong if you have picked up the order but not headed to the customer to drop off. Unless you are very, very, very confident that you are able to provide a decent or reasonable delivery experience to different customers on different platforms at the same time, I suggest you avoid doing this. Eventually, once the algorithm picks up enough data about you, your orders, and your drop-offs, or as well as the GPS movements, there might be action taken against you once there is a history of poor delivery service. If you have never worked as a delivery rider before, I suggest don't multi-platform straight away. Sign up for one first. Once you have gained experience as a food rider, then explore what other platforms you want to try. Some of the platforms, might not actually be suitable for you, depending on how you want to work, where you want to work. So take all these into consideration. After sign up, gradually get to know your preferred working areas, the merchants available on various platforms. Try to get an understanding on the various promotions of different platforms. The better you understand the platforms, the better you are able to tie them together to your work schedule. As you integrate different platforms together, you will have to make quick decisions. Each app provides different details when they send an offer. You need to know the restaurants, which ones will likely have the food ready, which ones don't. Some of this actually goes back to knowing the platforms. One restaurant can be really fantastic on Deliveroo but terrible on GrabFood because of how they get their information. Be prepared to make sacrifices. Know what you are capable of. Working multiple apps often means you may not be able to operate with any one of them the same way as you did before. Sometimes your acceptance rate or tier ranking may go down. Are you okay with that? Like GrabFood and Foodpanda have scheduling components such as shifts, zonal fleets, and area locking. Working with multiple platforms will impact your availability on a single platform. Can you work around that? Make decisions about what you're willing to give up. Do your research and work the way you want to, how you want to, and when you want to. Ride safe, be safe, and I will see you in another episode soon. Close the app and go online to the other app that